Friends, hello everyone. My name is Artem Lyskov and you've landed on my channel, where I review your self-tapes that you carelessly posted in public access, because otherwise producers will tear your head off. Ha ha ha. This is of course a joke, but I think there is a grain of truth in it. Always check if you have the rights. Self-tapes are left in the public domain, and since you have made them public, don't be upset that our team stumbled upon you, because we are constantly looking for various interesting self-tapes that can be analyzed, like this in the public domain. So let's go. My name is Artem Lyskov. I am an actor director, acting coach, and casting director in the USA. So, yes. What's happening? I watch your auditions and comment on them, and I show you, I tell you a brilliant thing. I give you the opportunity to see how auditions are viewed from the other side of the table, as they say here, not from the actor's perspective, but specifically from the director's, casting director's, and producer's perspective. That's it. My goal here is to show you your mistakes through live examples. Like this, yes, and also to demonstrate that cool moments and genuine slip-ups are not reasons to cut them out, but rather reasons to keep them, because in those moments, you truly reveal yourself. Well, let's take a look. As usual, we go to YouTube search, type in self-tapes at the top, and here I see Dmitry Pikunov. He came up for me. This is a rare mistake, but it's already there right away. And what do you think this is? Well, let's open it. Self-tapes of the deputy. You know, they are still loading. Look, these are vertical self-tapes. It's all very sad, guys, because you can't write a vertical self-tape. Even I, you see, don't even have a layout for this to show you properly. Just through YouTube search only. Why? Let's address this before watching the self-tape. I will explain why you should not record a self-tape vertically. Because we need to look at you the way we will be filming you. We will be filming you until we have vertical series. But I think there will be soon, and probably you will be cast in a horizontal series. 16:9, the standard aspect ratio. And we need to see how you look in the frame. Potentially let's squint a bit and see whether you fit into our product or not. Vertical storytelling is certainly trendy, but it is not cinematic, which is why there are no vertical cinemas yet. All cinemas are still horizontal. We're not interviewing you for TikTok. We're looking for you to create a role in a feature film. In the film, that's why we need your self-tapes to be horizontal. And why horizontal? Because primarily we review them on a computer. As casting directors and producers do not sit and approve an actor using a phone. We always sit. This is work. This is an office. Usually I have a large computer, meaning I have a big screen. I want to look at it. I need to connect with you. And these little things, well, they don't really work like that. So I understand that it's more convenient for you to record vertically because you're used to it. But listen, that's not the point. After all, a profession is a profession. Let's look at Dmitry. And by the way, you can't rewind these vertical ones, it's just a complete mess. Let's start with the positives, as always. What do I like? What do I like? And I'm stuck on this moment. Listen, so what do I like? I like that he put in the effort. He got dressed up. That is, he seems to be playing some businessman, dressed in a suit, found a phone, and even struck a pose. That apparently comes from his own life. Well, maybe he even styled his beard, I actually don't know. But it's cool that he put in the effort. How can you tell that a person is not a professional? I mean, they are at the beginning of their... Dima, forgive me if I somehow offended you. How can one understand that he is at the beginning of his film career? That is, he doesn't have much experience in film, he is waiting for a line. So, an actor who waits for a line immediately, well, for me as a casting director and acting coach, it immediately suggests that the person is not very experienced. That is, he expects a line from his partner. In other words, he is not trained in the most fundamental, the most important basics. I don't know how I live in America, I can. In short, he is not trained in the basics. Meaning the basics of the acting profession. This means that when I hear a line, I don't just listen to it in the context of immediately spitting out the next line. I listen to it, perceive it. I think, just like in life, when you say something to me, I listen to you. Thoughts arise in me. Sometimes they arise in parallel. Sometimes they arise afterward. I think, then I respond. But here, that doesn't exist. Here's another thing that clearly reveals beginner artists. It's working with intonations, meaning they start to intonate. What does it mean to intonate? It's, well, I don't know, kind of talking somewhat atypical for my life, and it's like I'm playing around with all of this, and it's a bit, well, like cartoons. But in real life, we don't talk like that. Well, how do we usually talk about cartoons? Like, oh, well, if we're just pretending. But this is how we usually talk to you in real life.
Valentin Minish. They came there. They came.
And of course, a question for the people who send material for auditions. I often encounter both as an actor and as a casting director, when directors give a scene that she does not reveal the artist in any way. Nothing changes in the scene. The artist enters the same and exits the same. There is neither an event nor a moment of change in relationships for the actor to latch onto, or anything he can do. None of this exists. And this, of course, is a problem because, well, you can't see the artist. You can only see the person who is speaking. Well, it's clear that what we discussed earlier, or what he doesn't think about, or something else, some moments are visible, but from the perspective of acting expressiveness, there is none. That is, I don't see how a person can, for example, play a relationship. I don't see how a person can change, that is, become someone else. There he was cheerful, then he became sad. There, I don't know, well, at a basic level, none of that is present. It's very, very, very unfortunate. Guys, the episode is coming to an end. Thank you for watching. Leave your comments. I know that there are already a lot of you, and that's great. It means you enjoy this material, this format, and you like it. Write comments, share your ideas, and send your self-tapes. Let's watch together. Let's analyze. You can send your own, you can send others, you can send stars, self-tapes. Let's analyze together and see why some people succeed while others do not. The most important thing is not to despair and to enjoy every second of your life. As we say in our studio, develop your personality, and at some point you will tell yourself, welcome to yourself. Welcome to yourself, guys. That's it. Goodbye. Have a good time. See you soon.